And just to linger there for a second, those that are going through relational issues with their wife, that's a very instructive thing that you just said. We look at our children and understand that genetically and epigenetically and environmentally, we have put our footprint on them. And we watch them grow up with some of the behaviors that we've displayed in the past. We're like, oh, no, I gave you that. No, gosh, no. Right. And as they grow up, and we would never think of tossing them away. I mean, very rarely do you think about, oh, that's not working. And yet, when we have a wife or a husband and we have stepped on their imprint on their chest and things that we've done or not done, and we think, oh, I'm going to discard this one and move on, right? The call for me is to look at them identically and to say to yourselves that as you would treat your child, so treat your wife or so treat your husband, relative to this idea that, like, you just assume you're with your child forever, right? And you're going to go through every iteration of their life being the best iteration of you as a father you can be until the end. You never think about, is there a breaking point? Is there a place where I want to get off and say, I'm going to try this somewhere else? No, we don't think that way. And yet we think that way about our wives and husbands because of the culture that we live in. So I love that you tied those things together, and we all go through challenges. That's a great frame to come from, right? Because chances are the thing that's broken in your spouse, you may have helped break it yourself.
You broke it, probably, right? And you know what they say, you break it, you buy it.
You break it, you buy it. That's so good.
But just thinking about it in the Bible, I'm thinking of verses. I can think of a place where Jesus said that God has put man and woman together, right? What God has put together, let no one separate. It also says that the husband and the wife are one. You are one. I can't think of any verses at the moment that says you are one with your children.
That's
that
right.
God has put you with your children.
That's right.
So in certain ways, the husband and the wife, that relationship might be stronger than the genetic bond, the biological bond you have with your children, because this is a supernatural thing and God has put you together. Kind of like when you put wood together. You can put two pieces of wood together using glue and screws and stuff that is stronger than the original. And that's what God can do with us. Separate people that may be in many ways incompatible. But if God can speak an entire universe into existence, he can probably do something about that.
Amen. Amen. My father used to draw circles. He would tell me, you have circles in your life, and the first circle is you and your wife. And then the outer circle is the kids. And then he put himself and my mother on the third circle, like when you get married, right? And it's nails on the chalkboard to some parents who would consider their kids to be the primary circle. But you're exactly right. The nature of nature, the way God created the world, the first bond is the strongest, and that is the supernatural bond of man and wife. You're so right. That's awesome.